Hello everybody, welcome back. Just working on some projects here on the Coachman. We've made some progress. Run into a little hiccup. I'm working on, I had to go buy some what I'm going to call, oops, that didn't work out as planned jelly. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Still working on getting this generator out of here. I did go ahead and worked on this a little bit. From the last video I did get all the sharp corners off of it and some of the rust and the paint from the areas I was going to be welding in, and then some. Probably a little far on that, but I ran into a problem that the welds don't stick. I mean, not at all. They kind of stick to the the angle iron and C channel, but they do not stick to this. So I'm thinking it's some, I don't know. I even called my advisor, okay, my mechanical advisor. He knows a lot more about welding than I do. I barely get by. But I was thinking this is some kind of junk material they made this out of, some kind of stainless, or has a lot of impurities in it. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be stainless, but the welds they just lay on it. They don't even penetrate. But yeah, so I just kind of spot welded it and thought it would be good for now. Till I had the generator in here. I got everything lined up. Thought I'm gonna spot them, then get the generator back out, and then go back and finish weld them. But it's just not sticking. So and by the way, real quick, I did make, here's what I made the progress at, was I actually got the generator off the Coachman, got the rack off the back of it. I'm ready to put that tow bar in the back, but yeah, let me bounce back and forth between things here. So I couldn't weld it normally. So what we're gonna do is, look, we are gonna cold weld it. All right, and this is not the route. It's not my first choice of. I bought the big industrial pack. I'm actually gonna JB weld that in there. Can you believe I would do something so? Actually, it is really good stuff. What I might do is tie these in. I might get some flat steel and weld or join these. I might join them all. Get some flat steel, join this and this, and then drill a hole down through that and through here, and actually nut and bolt that. And then the same with the C channel, is I'll drill through this into this and nut and bolt that. That's the better way to fix it. But so, of course, I thought of that on the way back from getting the JB weld. Yeah, I'm just at a point where we're gonna make it happen one way or the other, even if I got a JB weld the dang thing. So, but for now, I am gonna use that. I'm gonna get the generator back up here. I'm gonna get these all back in place, and I'm gonna JB weld. I'm gonna mix up a big batch. I'm gonna JB weld all the ends. Yeah, and if you do prep the surfaces properly, I mean, it is really, really strong. It's good stuff. I might do that and just see how, and then maybe just keep an eye on it for a while. If it looks like something's cracking or whatever, then maybe I'll, yeah, I don't know. But that's where we're at with this. What else I got to do here? I do got to go in here yet, and like I said in the last video, I need to drill these holes and drop these all down a little bit. A couple of you noticed that this thing's already low, kind of low to the ground, this tray, and I'm going to lower it even a little bit more. I mean, it's survived that long being low. That's a little bit more, right? Actually, this is a little bit of deceiving, because the driveway comes downhill and then it begins to level out in here. So what happens is, as it levels out, the back end of it is still kind of on the uphill part a little bit. So that's kind of that's partly why it looks so low. And to add to that, then I put the front end, because this is still slightly downhill. I put the levelers on it. Lifts the front end up, which drops the back, so that kind of just compounds that effect. But even sitting on level, it does look kind of low, but like I say, it has survived. I think it'll be all right. It's gonna have to be. What else? While I'm in here and I have all this room to work, I am gonna replace these two exhaust hangers. There's this one. Here's a fine job. I mean, it's held up, so I put a stainless hose clamp on there. It has held. So I do have a new clamp and a new hanger. I'm gonna cut these old ones off. There's that other one back there. It was still holding on for dear life, and I actually put that wire around it at some point. just in case. But it's time to go ahead and get the replace these. All right, I got enough to do. Well, actually, they only had 2 hangers at the auto parts store, so I bought them. That's enough to do one side. Because at the auto parts store the other day, actually the other day they didn't have any. Different auto parts store is that. So I went ahead and got 2 clamps for one side, 2 clamps to do the other. I'll just use these 2 clamps to do the side I'm working on right now. I'll pick up 2 more next time I'm in town. I'll go to a different. Maybe by tomorrow they'll restock. Or I'll stop at a different auto parts store. I'm gonna need 2 more. I'm gonna do both sides, get that taken care of. All right, I'm ready to cut these off of here, and I'm armed. All right, and should we make more sparks in this video? Yeah, a lot of sparks involved in this project. All right, let me get these cut off here. You probably start with this old hose clamp, huh? Come on, did I get the right size? Should be 5/16. Probably just rusty, and am I knocking you guys out of the way? Here we go. We just all came apart. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I'd say that clamp kind of let loose at some point. Somebody decided to put a, you know, just put a hose clamp around it. Nice. I like that clamp. Come on, go off there. Old clamp. This is a new clamp. All right. Okay, the old clamp, or old hanger and clamp, new hanger and clamp. All right, there's some progress. That'll go better. That's more secure, properly, and brand new clamp up here. I had to drill a new hole, put in its own bolt in there. It was the old one was piggybacked on the back of this one, and let me see. Oh, here's the old original hole. So I drilled this, I lowered this angle, okay? I gotta do the other 3 yet. But I drilled a hole here, and I took this bolt out, so I moved that angle down till this old hole lined up with this hole, and bolted that, and then had to re-drill this one. So anyway, this angle's been lowered, and the way they had that kind of sistered in on the inside of this angle, I'll show you what they did here. They, okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. Up here they kind of hacked it up so it would, it's an inside corner, it wouldn't so I had to kind of do a nice little modification, but I chose to just get it out of that angle altogether, put it out here on this plate with its own hole. It's on a flat surface. I didn't have to hack into the hanger to do that. All nice and straight down there, all nice and secured. I'm gonna do that inner one, and then and lower these other 3, and then we'll be able to put that that generator, that tray in. Now I remember why I had that wire around this one. This one is completely, the bottom is completely blown out of it. Sometimes these have a way of collecting dirt down inside these, and it just makes them rot out faster, or rust out faster. So I am going to, obviously, this one I'm not going to disturb up here up top. I'm going to just cut it. This part of it's good and solid yet. I'm just going to cut it and then put my new hanger up there and just bolt it through here. Something tells me I'm going to be working on this into the night, because you wouldn't believe how much what I'm going to get done tomorrow. I have to get this about wrapped up. Oh no. There's enough of it left. Okay. Oops, knocked my light. There's enough of it left. Come on. It's that's pretty bad, huh? Let me get that brand new one. I like that. So yeah, and that'll actually lift that up a little bit when I clamp it. Where's got nuts and bolts here. Okay, dug out of my old stash. All right, let's put this here and here. And put a flat washer, a lock washer. Come on, jump on there. Jump on there. There you go. All right, where's my little impact? All right, need my little help make it easier tool. Get a wrench on the back side of that. Of course, the wrench is laying right by my head. Get a weight. We're gonna put that clamp on first, so it'll kind of settle in, kind of where it needs to be, and then we'll tighten that one up. All right. Let's put that over the clamp, over the hanger. Let's put this on the bottom. Let's turn it a little bit till we so I can get the nut started. All right, what's the problem here? What's the problem? Okay. And again, it's one of them things. Sometimes you need 3 hands. Just start that a little bit. Come on. Let's get the other one started. Let's draw that up. Need some power to do that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Now, let's tighten this, finish this one in here up. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay, students, welcome to Dave's Welding School. And this is what Dave's Welding 101. Cold welding. Alright, that looks like equal parts. Close enough. Yep. Well, that's it. Slop it up. Make a mess. Where's the cap? Cold welding. Nothing but the best. Mix it till it's uniform in color. No black, no white, just gray. No, nothing but gray. And then we'll apply it. Alright, get the idea. I did mix up the the JB weld, and that's all on there. It's gonna take a while to cure. It's gonna go overnight into tomorrow till that's ready to go in. We're gonna jump ahead to the next morning. That JB weld should be good and set up. The cure time is 15 to 24 hours. That's a pretty big window, but it has been past the 15 hours anyway, so that should be in pretty good shape. I'm just gonna climb under here real quick, and I did get those two angle irons moved down yesterday. I gotta move the other 2 down. We'll get this thing off of here and get the rack bolted in. That's where we're at. The car's the front end of the car is gonna end up coming apart later today. Probably be in the next video. Gotta put that the base plate, the towing hardware on the front of that. Where are we at? And I want to throw, I did dig out my tow bar. Gonna throw that in the hitch real quick and have a look at that. Yeah, it is morning. It's a little foggy out there this morning, but it is gonna be a sunny, beautiful day. Just not quite yet. All right. Let's just go ahead and do this real quick and get it out of the way. Let's stick this tow bar in just to get it in and see what it looks like for now. We won't be hooking up anytime real soon, but I just need to see what how that's gonna end up back there. Well, so far so good. Turns out when it's not in use, it folds up, and then it'll either, you can lean it over this way, and there's a stop on it, or you can flop it over this way. It's kind of what you're left with when you unhook the car, and at least it's not dragging on the ground. So I'll put this up like this. I'll pull this pin out of it. That should go just like that. And then it's left to, oh, and then these bars go out. Then it's left to kind of go up and down with the car as you go over, you know, hills and bumps and whatever. So, and then each of these will, how does these work? Yeah, it goes and walks out when it's hooked to the car. All right, so now for the car part. All right, and I guess I could put the storage bag back on it. Oh, there's some other piece in here. Whoa, almost lost the socket. Oh, what's in here? What's in here? Oh, this is a little leverage device. I guess you can hook that on there if you need to mess with one of them bars to help get it hooked up. I think that's all that is. So, just a tool. Anyway, so that's all. We're just gonna leave that be for now, and then we're gonna get to this soon. We're gonna get back to this. Let me get this here part done, and let's see what's going on with this. All right, I've lowered those. Clean the tools up a bit. Let me get that tray in there. Get this off of here. Get the tray in there. In case anybody noticed these wires hanging here. These were the original. Went to the original generator. And they go up to the control switch and the hour meter up above the doorway. So those I just need to tuck away somewhere. I just haven't yet. All right, that much of it is in. The back part. So that's the idea behind this, is because of the limited clearance. This will be, see, this is kind of in the way. People have mentioned about putting this thing on drawer slides. And I really like to do that eventually, but we'll see if we end up with enough clearance to get past this angle that goes across up here. The handles, the top has to, like I said, it's gonna be a close fit in here. So I think it might be lowered just enough that would clear. But this is just version 1. We're gonna make it work for now. And maybe next summer we'll get fancier. Let me see. Yeah, because things would need wide. You put drawer slides in here, and this needs wide in, and that means I gotta get longer bolts to make spacers up here, and there's a lot more to it than just bolting them in. And then latches or whatever to keep it in, or some kind of strap. I don't know, but we'll look at that another day maybe. So for now, the idea is it's down. I can put the generator in there. I do have to rig up something kind of like a jack handle or something. There's a couple of holes here. I might be able to stick like a rod in there and use it as a lift. I'm gonna need a little bit of leverage. I can't just put the generator in there and it's gonna be heavy. So I'm gonna have to make some kind of handle for some leverage. It'll just slide in, lift it up, and I can put the bolts in it, and then take it back out and store it up above here in this compartment. But, all right. Oh, and here's that JB Weld stuff. I kind of got a little messier with it than I planned on it. I just wanted to get it here where the angle iron met the stainless tray, and I slopped it up. I didn't mean to get it all over. I wasn't thinking, okay? It does no good up on top of the angle. The only point is the point of contact. That's where it needs cemented, cemented or cold welded, I'm sorry. And I just went ahead, with the putty knife and kind of worked it in there. And I got it all on them. So that would be kind of make it difficult. Now it's all polluted, so to speak, as far as any welding goes. I'd have to grind that all off and, to where I could weld the metal again. So, but I could still, like I said earlier, I could just, it actually doesn't have to be a piece of flat steel. It wouldn't have to be actually welded to them. It could just sit. I could cut it just a little bit longer. It could just sit on top of them and drill a through hole through it and through the bottom and nut and bolt that. So it's still not the end of the world, and no harm here. I just drill and nut and bolt that. But we're gonna see how this works. I'll probably make up another batch. I got a bunch left, and I basically kind of got it in the sides of it. But there's a gap all around the each end of it of them too. I might mix up another batch and fill cold weld the ends a little better. So, all right, let me see if I can get this thing in here. Figure out how to get some leverage. What are you doing? What? Are you supervising from above? I gotta tell you, this thing is a beast. It's not bad. I could manage it myself. Get it done out of the cargo rack. It's on my back. This is a little different, though. This is probably something I'm gonna have to get a hand with until I, get a drawer system, something figured out. Let me see. I want to do this. Maybe now if I could get it up part way, it'll be easier to slide, right? How am I gonna do that? I need a block of wood, that's what I need. Let's start with that. And with that. Where's my pry bar? See, my idea about like a jack handle, something had a curve on it too, that I could put a slot and an end here and use this to, I'll have leverage with something like that, but in there and lift up on it, and I could have maybe that's the perfect one right there. I can lift up on it, maybe stick the block on it to hold it there until I put the bolts in. So maybe with a couple simple tools, I can make this work. For right now though, in the meantime, let's get it up there a bit. Now maybe it'll be easier to slide back the rest of the way. At some point I'll probably just have this technique just figured out, right? Let's see if we can get a little bit more under there. You get that? At some point I'll have just the right size blocks. For right now I'm gonna need one more little piece of wood, I think. And where's the bolt? That's kind of shaky. That's sketchy. Huh. I'll get just the right stuff at some point. Let's do this. So stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Stop it. Alright. Wait, let me do this right. Let me do the other one. I get the first one because I'm right-handed. It'll be easier. I think that's higher than it. That's even higher than it needs to be. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here's one. Oh, here it is. So, and the only time I really gotta take this out here is, for an oil change. All right, so this is looking okay up here. We got that. There's only about enough room there. That's the amount. Probably I lowered it. even less sand. Yeah, these handles, the handle would have hit up here. So I did need to lower this. And there's enough room to get in here and take the gas cap off. And fairly comfortably. And then I'll rig my little fueling station back up. And I'll take the cap off and put the hose in there, fill it up. And what I do is I just take my finger and I stick it in there. And then I can feel, gas feels cold. So I was like, okay, I can feel my finger getting wet and cold. So time to shut the pump off. So that works out pretty good. So in this over here, once I put the exhaust pipe on it, I'll see exactly where it's gonna be way back here actually. So in the heat, for the most part, it's gonna be back here. So I'll get some stuff mounted up here towards the front, a little bit away from that heat. Okay, for now I just wanted to get the thing in here. I'm gonna tighten these bolts up and get some stuff out of the way. And I can come back to this and fine tune all the little details. But it's off the bumper. It's in here. This is gonna work. We're gonna get busy on the Fiesta here pretty soon. Actually, I'll probably jump over to another job. Let's get a little tighten up here. All right, should probably tighten them back ones too. That's it. So then what's going to happen is this is going to go way back here. And this thing is just long enough. That's nice. That's going to go back on there. I did find my header wrap. So this will get wrapped. And this will go in here. Actually, I'll put another bend in it. It'll probably go down. Right, you can do something like right about there. And I'll probably fasten it along here. I may end up trimming a little bit off of it. Let's see what that looks like with the compartment closed. Or, actually I'll probably just bend this a little bit further. Let's do this. Ultimately that'll be adjustable. Let's do that. That's close enough for now. Until I get the rest of the hardware for this. It's gonna be more. Yeah, I probably will end up having to cut a little bit off. So it'll be like that. But let's rest that. Will it stay? Come on, stay. Okay, that's right about there. That's there. Let's see what she's gonna look like. So yeah, I'll cut a couple inches off of this. A little bit, about even with this tailpipe. And, it'll have the header wrap on it, and at least most of the way. Or maybe I'll just dull this down. I have some high heat flat black. Maybe this last little bit I'll flat black it and still be shorter. Okay. All right. Let me put some things away. I think that's a good place to stop right now. Okay, got that accomplished. I'm gonna take a break. Let's end the video here, and while I think what my next move is gonna be. All right, I'll see you next time.